Nimesikia ya kwamba kuna watu wanasema ati siku ya finance bill kila mjumbe ajulikane amefanya kazi gani ama amepiga kura upande gani. Mimi nakubaliana ya kwamba kila mjumbe ajulikane amepiga kura wapi. Mimi nangojea mbunge mwenye anaenda kupiga kura ati kupinga mpango ya serikali kuwapatia hawa vijana ambao waliwapigia kura ati ajira. I am waiting for the members of parliament who will go and vote against the plan to give these young people, majority of them, their voters.
All right, Senator.
Thank you so much. Before I respond to that clip, let me touch on this exam matter. As I've said it's a very sensitive matter. It needs more conversation. I think, Senator Nyutu, there's nothing wrong with that. Because if that is what was discussed yesterday, it is very important. It's a very sensitive matter. When it comes to matters of education, there should be more discussion with it. It's not about ignorance, but I support there should be more discussion with it. You don't need to always look at the things on a negative side, but we need also to understand what is happening within the Ministry of Education, because it affects all of us. It affects our children and all that. Now, quickly on the issue of opulence that have been mentioned, that was the start. We like it or not, that is where things started. But right now it is different. We've not seen that. And since we are already having public participation taking place as far as finance bill is concerned, I want to agree with my colleague as he said earlier, let us give people time to continue. Public participation is in the law. There is no shortcut in legislation. It has to take place, it has to happen. Now, thank you for playing the clips. I appreciate the first clip that you've played. I still appreciate it because the president talked about the affordable housing issue. He's talked about the kazi kwa vijana, how they're going to benefit. He's talking about supporting build Kenya, buy Kenya, instead of a lot of importation, because our young people are able to build, standard items. At the same time, he's talked about improvement of the TVETs and all that. There's nothing wrong with that. Further to that, even this clip that you have said, the president did not command and say, Honorable Ruto or Senator Nyutu, you have to vote. I have said, Undimuli, you vote like this. He said, I just wait to see, these people who are not voting, because I'm wondering, they don't want to support the people. This was our manifesto. This is what we promised our people. We promised them housing. Remember, this housing issue was in Kenya Kwanza, and it was also in Azimio.
That's what I had said.
Let me finish.
No, because you're the one who challenged that we bring that video.
Yes.
Senator Nyutu had simply said,
he said like this. No, Nani Indimuli, walk with me.
Yes.
Listen to me. He portrayed and communicated that the president has said, like, there is a punishment if you do not vote for this finance bill. Alisimama hadharani kwa public, he said that if you'll face the consequences if you don't. He has not indicated any consequences.
I wish you could play what I said.
Let me finish. Order.
Play what I said.
Can I finish?
Our time is up.
Let me finish. And it is good that you've played. I really appreciate, because the president said it will be so sad. It's the same thing I'm talking about, this financing, this education issue that my colleague has mentioned. If this exam issue, the exam fee, the parents have to pay, I'm concerned. I'm saying, can we get into further discussion? What is happening? It's the same thing that the president said. This was our manifesto, the housing, the issue of the health issue, the SHA issue, and many other issues that have been placed. So if you do not vote for this, then where do we want we take our young people? How do we support them? How do we deliver in our manifesto? That is what he was saying. But I've told Indimuli,
in accounting, we've created a new thing they love to respond again.
No, it doesn't have to. It is clear, it is simple. What I'm saying is that the president did not threaten any member of parliament that if you do not vote. Number two, there are those ones who are affiliated to Kenya Kwanza that did not vote. What happened? There's nothing. Okay. They moved on with their lives. They are still members on parliament.
Senator, it's good to go on record. I did not say that the president had threatened. I put it exactly the way he has put it. I'm waiting.
See,
No, the way the president.
The weight of your message
He
was,
has put
the
it.
weight of your message is that
The way he has put
Parliament,
it. Just a minute.
controlled.
Ruto, I'll give you-
I've said it's
The
my time.
executive
allow
is
my
not-
time.
There's
Come on.
there's nobody's time. Actually, time is up.
I
There's
mean,
nobody's
it was
time actually.
recorded.
Time is
It was
actually up.
recorded. I said the president had threatened. I'm
You see the word
waiting
threatened?
to see.
You see the word threat?
Yes, I did not
He
say
did not
that he
threaten.
said-
What
But it
what
was
I'm just
going
saying.
Didimuli, the
You know,
president did
the
not
owner
when
of
somebody
budget-
doesn't have a point,
No,
they
no,
start
no.
heckling.
It's
the
not
owner of the
about a
budget,
point.
This is
the
now
owner of
It
the
is a
finance
fact.
bill.
This is not a debate.
This is a
Senators,
This is
listen.
heckling.
Let's listen.
The
The
owner
word
of the-
president.
Senators, please.
The owner of the budget, the owner of the finance bill is the president, chairman of the executive, and he's pushing and persuading that, look at this agenda on this side. In accounting, there is what you call principle of margin concept,
Yes.
saying that, yes, these are the demand areas we have to address. Like now he's asking about education as a demand area. He's not even speaking about devolution. Division of revenue, they are pushing, I see now, proposing
465.
473 billion. Up from it was around 400 billion last time. For the increase of 73 billion, it will call on a supply of the same. That's a finance bill. So in all this discussion, the same way we are agitating for expenditure side that favors given sectors, like now we are emotionally talking about examination fee for our parents, it means the government has to cover. But for it to cover, the president, who is the owner of the expenditure, was persuading and saying, look at this, yes, I know, already discussion, politics at arose and say, reject finance bill. So it was like, if you are speaking about rejecting finance bill, are you rejecting employing youth? Are you rejecting doing this?
Yes.
So let's not miscrew
We
that
have gone out
to
of
mean
context.
control
That
of
was
parliament.
my
That was wrong.
What is
Julius
saying
That was
today-
not- that
Julius
was-
Ruto, MP Kesses.
That was not my-
Joe
He said the
Nyutu,
president
Senator Moranga.
threatened.
Allow me to
The
introduce you.
president did
Yes.
not
And acknowledge
threaten
you.
any member of
thank you.
parliament.
Allow me to acknowledge
Proceed,
you.
brother.
Julius Ruto, MP Kesses. Joe Nyutu, Senator
Who does
Moranga,
not heckle.
and Senator Tabitha Mutinda.
Thank you.
you so much.
Joe Nyutu
Thank
does
you.
not
Imagine
Thanks.
Senate, look at the way they
The
are fighting.
president did not
I can
after
imagine.
the
threaten
break,
anyone.
after the break, we
There was
switch
no
gears
threat.
from all this politics.
There was no threat.
Would you date or marry a colleague? That's a discussion coming up after the break.
Okay.
Yes, it is Relationship Wednesday. And Odida will be having a very large panel in studio. Let's do standby for that. My name is Fred Ndimuli. Good morning.